Hello, Modiphians. This is Chris Birch again, and Sunday afternoon, it's a balmy day here in London. I'm going to play Chapter 1 of Campaign 1 of The Elder Scrolls. I've got the neoprene mat out. I've got a handful of the gold coin, the septims from the project. Can't show you all the board, but hopefully you'll see enough to be able to play. I'm using some extras from the legendary card pack. We've got dungeon puzzles, which are they're quite hard puzzles that are in each of the dungeons, and they give you an interesting option. Very hard, dangerous, but with a big reward if you want to go off into this side room. We got Daedric Influence, risky and rewarding, Blessings of the Divines, which can be pretty fun. We're also playing Bandits, which is a mini campaign from the Ashes. In this, Marita Schust, the self-proclaimed bandit queen, has summoned her followers to the wilderness of Skyrim from all over Tamriel. These lowlifes hide in the brush next to the footpaths of the province, waiting to ambush any and all adventurers that dare travel these lands. Defeat them all to restore tranquility and peace. So this is playable during any chapter from Campaign 1. These are all double-sided. There's the Skeleton Army, which is a Campaign 2 onwards series of mini-campaigns. So this meant I shuffled 745 into the event deck, and every time a bandit card is defeated, and of course it's going to call on different bandits, and they get harder and harder, and then we discard the encounter. What else have we got in there? We have put in, I've put in the extra, there's extra wilderness cards, extra town cards. For example, there's the Orc Stronghold. There's the Standing Stones. Standing Stones are pretty fun. If we find the Standing Stones, just like in video game, you can decide to have a standing stone status. For example, the warrior one, each time you succeeded any might skill test out of combat, you gain a XP. And there's various different ones there that could be useful if we find it. I've also put in all the extra treasures and market deck from the Ashes box, and all the extra monsters as well. And I've set them so that probably they should come up first, so you might see some of those. And you might think, God, why is he doing Chapter 1 campaign again? Well, it's a lot of fun, and I'm going to show you why it just keeps being different every time. I must have demoed this about, 25 times, and it's still fun. So let's give it a go anyway. I am going to be good old Khajiit. He's pretty good if you're playing solo. He's got the claws, and he gets to he's pretty good at sneak to start with, and so we'll give it a crack anyway. So we start off by shuffling the cards. Now, for those of you who are new to this, this is set before the actual events of the video game Skyrim, and we are the Blades, the Emperor's finest. And if you play the tutorial, there's a tutorial mission, you'll find out exactly what happened to them. But needless to say, it's not good. Well, the kind of intro to this chapter is a group of Blades escapes the Great War in Cyrodiil, hoping to find a safe haven in Skyrim. Once they're there, they try to build a normal life, but conflict follows them. Of course, it would never be that easy. So we draw one of the 160 to 163 cards to see what our starting story is. So, where we go. Captured. I wake up with a terrible headache. My hands and feet are bound to a chair. What happened last night? A man, my captor, sleeps on a straw mattress nearby. I easily break my bindings and face the sleeping guard. I dispatch him and explore the room. My captor's house is in a state of decay. Half of the roof collapsed a long time ago, and chicken freely roam around. Inside a satchel, I find a mysterious note. Dear Neith, I hope you're good at finding people. This letter contains a list of names of people I need you to find and capture. I'll make it worth your while. Moiva Kanai. On the back of the letter, I find a list of names of blades, mine included. Place your starting figure. Got the Khajiit here in Riften. Now, option 1. I'll ask around at the inn with septims at the ready in case bribes are needed. Choose 2 equipment and 164. Or I'll seek the assistance of an information broker to find Moiva Kanai. Choose 2 equipment and 166. I don't think I've done the inn one ever. Let's do that. So an interesting thing is there's 4 starting cards, each with a couple of choices. Some of them overlap. Think of it as you're all on different, all 4 players, if there's 4 of you, are on different sides of the pyramid, or you could start on different sides of the pyramid, make multiple choices that take you up the slope of the pyramid, going all sorts of different directions. So it's actually pretty unlikely you'll see a lot of the same stories pop up. It's going to be quite different every time you play. Right, 2 equipment and 164. So the equipment, no surprise, I'm going to go for the Iron Dagger, which also gives the Khajiit sneak, extra sneak. So I'm switching his claws out for that. They don't really go in his backpack. You just can't use them. And I'm going for hide armor, which also boosts the sneak, and that replaces the ragged robes, which I'll keep nearby because you can be in a position where you can't, I'll just push this up a bit, maybe you see a bit more. You might be in a position where you don't have your gear, so no more. Right. Oh, we didn't read the introduction. So it's year 175 of the 4th era. The Great War rages across Tamriel. A group of young Blades recruits go on their first mission, a patrol around the forest of Cyrodiil. A Thalmor ambush catches them off guard and they barely escape alive. Upon returning to their camp, they find it desolated. The Thalmor have been here. Cyrodiil is not safe for them anymore. They escape to Skyrim, far from the Thalmor's clutches. In Skyrim, the Reachmen have conquered Markath, and tensions between them and the Nords are rising. If you can see Markath over here, we've got a threat token on it. We actually can't go there. There's no special rules in this chapter, but if a main quest card reaches its threat limit, which I'll explain as we go, the chapter is lost. Draw card 212. Let's aim not to do that. It's pretty easy if you're ruthless and you don't mind the strongholds burning, then you can keep the game going as long as you want. It's very easy to get distracted, just like a game of Skyrim where you walk up and there's a dude there who's like, oh, can you find my horse? It's just like 100 miles that way, and before you know it, you're miles away from that dungeon you were going to do. And it's just like that in this game. You can just enjoy traveling around the lands, doing quests, and getting distracted. And the gentle push of the threat just stops you kind of powering up too fast. So it keeps the game balanced and is a kind of gentle reminder that you should complete your quests, but you're not forced to. So that's really good. Okay, we're in Riften. Because it's I'm playing solo, I'm keeping you may not be able to see this, I'm keeping the first player marker on my character card. Each turn, I'm going to switch it off the card onto the card. So what that means is we don't draw an event card on that turn. So it just like lightens the load of the threat coming out and the events to deal with. So we have our card. I need to draw the choice I did was I'll ask around the inn with septims at the ready. 164, so I'm going into the deck box. Deck of Mysteries. There we go, 164. So this is my quest. So, my old blade friend, Ira the Haggler, works as a sword for hire and spends her time at the inn in Dawnstar. So I need to put my quest marker on Dawnstar. So once I get there, I would read below this line, this little one in a box suggests that I might want to level up before I get there. And and we can see ahead, which is it's a bit of guidance so that you don't just turn up and get surprised. We're going to have to clear 347, so it's going to be a fight. So I definitely want to maybe try and get a better weapon before I get there, and definitely level up. So this is our quest, and we're going to draw the first event card. Let's see what we got. Contract on cultists. Okay, it's a world quest, so it's going to go over here in the list that you can't see. There's a stretch for 4 world quests over there. The Black Sacrament has been performed. A group of cultists must die. The Brotherhood demands it. We've got to take 2 threat and put them somewhere. So this is where it's good to get more of your own side quests, because you can all absorb more threat. Let's just show you. This world quest can absorb 2 threat before it fails. This one can absorb 4 threat, but on the 4th it fails, which we don't want to do because that ends the game in this case. So I think what we'll do, so this one is we're going to have to fight a human and a Daedra. And if we do, if we succeed, we're going to shuffle a good card. It's generally a good one. It's because it's a success. 1, 4, 5 with the top 4 cards of the event deck. If we fail, a Daedra is going to appear in a wilderness space in Falkreath. Well, I never liked Riften much. This is a good example. I'm going to put a threat down on Riften, which means you can't shop, can't buy or sell anything in Riften now. And then I'm going to put 1 down on my quest card, and then this goes over in the world quests as a reminder, and we're going to put a grey quest marker, which I didn't punch out. Let's grab one quickly. So that's going to go on Falkreath so that we know there's a quest there to do. Right, so what are we going to do? I think first is I might head out to a wilderness and pick up another side quest, get some more components, and that covers me, will help me absorb more threat. Yeah, let's do that. So we can move 4 spaces. 1, 2, we're going to go to this wilderness space, and we draw a wilderness card. Kessler Battleborn, a guard captain. You seem like a competent fighter. Do you have what it takes to be a companion of Whiterun? Gain a component. Now, we can see below that the test is 3 dice, and if we had 1-handed or 2-handed skill, which we don't yet, we haven't leveled up, you get those when you level up, that would give you an extra dice. We're going to need 2 circles. I call them circles, these shapes, and we can roll extra dice if we cash in plant components. So that extra free component makes sense to get another plant component, which I'm just putting on my board here. And if we succeed, we're going to get 2 XP and 2 plant components. So this is going to be good. Right, so we're going to do the test first. And then also there's a quest that we could take, even if we don't, whether we do this challenge or not, if we fail or succeed, you can still get that quest. And you can have up to 2 of these brown side quests at a time. Right, so 3 dice. 3 dice. Total fail. Now, I mean, I could use some of my plant components to re-roll that, but it's just the plant components you need for your potions of healing. So I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to take the quest, though. So quest 34. And as a result, that card is gone forever because we've met this person. Now, if I didn't take the quest, Kessler Battleborn is going to be lurking around and will pop up at some point in another wilderness space and someone else, or I might be able to do it later on. So we're going to take card 34, and they're gone for good. So that's kind of how it learns what you're doing. Okay, so the job is the Whiterun job, part 1. The Jarl of Whiterun is looking for strong soldiers to serve in his fight against the Dark Brotherhood, who will prove their worth. So we have another quest in Whiterun, and this is going to be well, it's a fight test, but it's not an actual dungeon encounter. So we're going to need plant components if we really want to succeed at that, and if we do, we turn over and see what the results are. So I'm just going to like tilt this down a bit so maybe you can see a bit more of the characters' details. Okay, what next? Well, that's the end of the turn, actually. So you basically do a move and kind of an encounter. In a town, you could do a town encounter, draw a town card, which might give you a quest and a challenge. You could also, if you've got the necessary resources and soul gems, you could try and upgrade your gear. And you could also buy and sell in the market. And then if you didn't do a town card, you could do a quest if there was one in the town that you were following. Okay, right. So that's the end of the turn. I'm moving the first player marker off the Khajiit's character card. So this turn I don't draw an event card. So I think it's time for a dungeon. So those of you who haven't played before can see what the dungeon's like. That's going to hit this cave up here. Well, let me show you actually this thing. Actually, I kind of want to be heading towards Dawnstar, so I'm actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 up to this cave. Here we go. So excuse the movement. So then we're actually a movement away from Dawnstar, if we can get there. But I'm also tempted to go and do this quest in Whiterun, because it's relatively easy if I'm happy to burn some components. Okay, let's do the dungeon. We have a dungeon. There's all sorts of dungeon challenge cards for each chapter, which get increased. It means the dungeons are increasingly harder through the game. So a cave is going to be 2 animals. Think about it as 2 rooms in the dungeon. So I'm going to actually just move these down here. Actually, we're going to put them out on the table here. So the first room is a bear. We don't know what the next room is yet because we haven't gone inside it. And the bear has got 4 yellow armor, which is unfortunate because my dagger does yellow damage. So I might switch back to my claws. Okay, let's just tilt this down so we can see more of the character area. Okay. Brandon, this will be saved to the Facebook page, and so you'll be able to just come back at any time and watch it. I'll be doing about a couple of hours of this session, and then we'll carry on another day. So don't worry. Okay, right, yeah, oh yeah, and you can just click on the live video section. You should be able to see, I did a previous live video just kind of opening all the boxes and showing people what's inside them, so you can see that there. Right, yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend a stamina to put my dagger away. Move the stamina one down. So it costs stamina to do a change like that. And then I'm going to do a sneak attack. Let's see. His sneak's 3 though. He's tough to sneak up on. He's a hard one. This is one of the newer ones, I think. I'm only gonna have now the Khajiit's combat in night vision. Sorry, night vision in combat. Lose a wound, a health, to gain sneak 1. Can only do it once per game turn though. Risky. Let's try it. So that means I've got 1 sneak for my hide armor, 1 for his once per turn ability. We get 3 dice as basic, and then that's 2 sneak on top. So I need 3 circles. There are 3 circles on each dice, so it's not too bad. It's kind of 50% chance on each dice. Well, it is a 50% chance on each dice. So let's try it. Yes, rocked it. So, I mean, basically that means I get an attack in first. Otherwise, he would have attacked me. If I'd been using my dagger, I would have done double damage. But I only do yellow light damage with the dagger, and it wouldn't have really touched him. It would have done a minimum of 1 point because he's got 4 yellow armor. So basically, deduct the 4 from the maximum I could have done is a 2 double to 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, but you do at least 1 point of damage. So not worth doing that. So instead, I'm doing the scratch 2 red damage. It costs me no stamina. 2 red goes straight through his yellow because he can't defend it because he's got no red armor. So 1, 2. If I can hit him again like that, then I can take him out. But now he gets a chance to attack. Normally he'd attack first. Lightning is a crush for 2 red damage. My hide armor only protects me against light armor, so that 2 red damage goes straight through. Oh, good start. Okay. So next round. Next round he goes first because the creatures always go first. Cross. Trample for 2 yellow. Now, I protect against yellow, so instead I take 1 stamina instead. Okay, so which attack am I going to do? I'm going to do the here you go. I'm going to do the tear attack. It costs me 1 stamina. I only need 1 circle, but it's going to do 2 red. Again, he can't defend. That will kill him if I hit him with that. So you only roll 3 dice. That's basic, unless you start learning skills. For example, if I was using the dagger and I had the one-handed skill, that would give me an extra dice. But I only need 1 circle. Did it. Okay. He's gone. I get my choice of the rewards, 1 plant component or 1 bee treasure. What do you think I'm going to pick? So let's see what we got. Stone flash spell. Okay, so what this means is, it's very interesting actually. So basically that's giving me a flat armor of 1 red and 3 magic. And it also means I could use a shield. I could do shield, which would stop an attack coming in. Okay, so because it's the end of that encounter, I can switch things around. So I'm going to switch to the stone flesh in one hand, the dagger in the other hand. Actually, that's pretty cool. That was a really good find because it's going to give me some nice armor. I've now got 2 yellow, 1 red, 3 magic defense. That's incredible. Okay. My health stays where it is, but your stamina and magicka go back up before you go into the next room. So who have we got next? A skeever. Skeever. 3 yellow. Well, so the claws, I have to be 2-handed with it. So I'm going to stick with the dagger. Let's just see how it plays out, because it gives me a lot of defense. He's going to be doing 1 red. So because the stone flesh spell gives me 1 red defense, it's going to be dropping my stamina down instead. Okay, so remember, we can sneak. And now I've got sneak with the dagger. So I've got a natural 2 sneak. So I can roll 5 dice. Sorry, 5 dice. And the skeever has a sneak of 1. Did it. So I get to do, because the iron dagger does double of any damage. So I'm going to pick the yellow 2, which is 4 damage. Unfortunately, 4 minus 3 is only 1. He's got 3 yellow. I did 4 yellow. It's 1 difference. Okay, so he's now going to attack. He got a bite, which does 1 red. I've got red defense from the Stoneflesh spell, so it goes on the stamina. So it's back to me. Well, back to the next turn. The next turn he starts with his attack. He gets another red damage, drops my stamina again, but now I get to attack. So I'm doing... So I could just switch to my claws now and finish him off. No, I'll tell you what, I'll stick with the stabbing, just so you can see how it works out. It's costing me a stamina to attack, and I'm going to need a triangle. Oh, I did it. Well done. So that does 2 yellow damage. He's got 2 yellow armor, so it only does 1 damage. 2 minus 2 is 0. Next turn, he attacks me. A skull, bites for 1. Okay, drops my stamina again. And now I get to attack. 3 dice. So I failed. That costs a stamina. Now I can roll again. I can push twice to start with. So I can roll up to 2 more dice, but each one's going to cost me a stamina. And I've got 1, 2 stamina left. Let's give it a go. I'll roll once. Yes, did it. Cost of stamina. There's actually, there's 2 of the triangles on each dice, so it's 33% chance. Okay, that's 2 yellow. He's only got 1, kills him. Skeever is gone, and this gives me 1 XP. Sorry, forgot to say I also got an XP for the bear as well. So I've got 2 XP, and the first level up is at 7. So I need to clock those up. So we take these cards, we take the top card of the animal deck and shuffle them. The other thing is, as soon as I level up, you start discarding any dungeon creatures that are below your level. So the game's going to get harder. All right, now, the other good thing is when you do a dungeon, you get, guess what, treasure. So you get a B treasure at the end of the dungeon. Oh, a Ring of Luck. This is very good. Once per game, if you were the starting player, once per game turn, if you're the starting player, gain 1 luck dice. I'm going to read that as, because I'm not always the starting player, because sometimes I benefit from not drawing an event card. So I can only use this when the starting player marker is on my character, which it is going to be this turn. So we can have 2 rings and 2 potions equipped at any time. So we're definitely equipping that. And the first player marker is moving back onto my character, so I can definitely use that this turn, which is interesting because I can use that with anything. So I'm tempted to go and do this Whiterun card because it will give me an extra dice. Yeah, go on. And we have to draw an event card. So let's do that. Conspiracy. There are forces working against you. Place, great. Place a threat on each quest. So there's one going on the contract on the cultist. There's one going on my main quest, and there's one going on the Whiterun job. But no threat, thankfully. So, well, no extra threat. Okay. Yeah, go on. Let's. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 to Whiterun. Got no money. I could sell the Stoneflesh, but that's too good to sell. So I'm going to do this Whiterun job. So we're rolling 3 dice. We need to get 2 circles. Oh, actually, we're rolling 4 dice. Actually, yeah. I don't use the luck until I need to use it. So, but look at that, amazing. did it first time. The reason I did that is because, for example, there may have been another reason to roll the dice, so you don't use it until you need to. So I didn't need to push. The threat comes off because it succeeded. So doing quests lets you get rid of threat. If you're successful, you gain 4 XP. 4 XP. So I'm now at 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more, and I can level up. If I'd failed this, the Jarl would have been unimpressed, gain a threat, and discard this card. But either way, you draw the next card. You see, it's a kind of failing forward mechanic. It doesn't shut you off from carrying on with the game. So, well done, soldier. We've got a job for you. So I draw card 35. The story continues. This is an example of how you can get distracted just following these little side quests. The Whiterun job part 2. So this can now absorb up to 3 threat. Our spies confirm that the Brotherhood is planning to assassinate some of our most respected citizens. We've got to hit them before they move. Put your quest marker in a wilderness space in Falkreath. A wilderness space in Falkreath. Let's move these out of the way. Oh, it's not far away. But there's 2 threat on my main quest, so got to be careful. Okay. So that's the end of the... Well, I mean, the only other thing is, again, I can't level up. I can't spend anything in the town. I've done a quest in the town, so I can't pick up an event card, a town event. And also I forgot, you do heal up also at the end of a dungeon. You don't carry over any wounds between dungeons. You heal up at the end of the dungeon. You're assumed to be sitting there waiting for the healing health meter to climb up again, or using your healing spells. Okay, so what should we do next? Again, I'm tempted to go and do the contract on the cultist. Has got 1 out of 2 threats, so it's probably not going to stick around long. But I've got to defeat a human and a Daedra. But then I do have this Stoneflesh armor now, which is pretty good, and I've got the Ring of Luck. So I'm kind of feeling like I've got a chance. And then there's also this Whiterun job, but there's no threat on that. So it wouldn't really matter. Well, it would be bad if the contract of the cultist failed, because I would then we'd gain a Daedra moving around the map. I definitely can't lose this, but as I said before, I kind of really want to level up a bit, although that spell is definitely going to help. Let's go and do this. So yeah, okay, so this is the turn without the player marker. So I can't use the Ring of Luck this time. Okay. Well, let's just go and do it. It's like a dungeon. 1, 2, 3. So, clear a human and a Daedra. Human, Daedra. Okay. What have we got? A bandit berserker. Sneak 3. He's mostly doing, well, red damage. He'll do whatever damage is worse for me. But actually, luckily I do protect against both of those, so that's not too bad. I'm going to stick with the Iron Dagger, I think, because it's worthwhile. It's better to have the protection. So we've got, and I'm going to try and do a sneak. We've got 3 dice, plus 2 for the dagger and hide armor. Let's see if we can get a stab in. No, totally not worth. Well, I can't push actually. That's it. So he then ambushes me. So he does the skull attack, which is a red or yellow damage. So when the ambush is here, they get attack in before they attack. Now I protect against either. Luckily, that was a very good find. So I take 1 stamina damage. And then he's going to attack me normally. He gets the skull, does the same again. Wow, he's going to drain my stamina if I'm not careful. Right. The time for me to attack. Probably should have switched, but hey ho. I could still switch because it's going to be a slow hog. Yeah. But it's going to cost me a stamina to switch now, and then it's going to be a stamina to attack, but then that will do 2 red. Yeah, go on. I think it's worth it. It's worth it. At the moment, it's worth it. So that costs a stamina, and I'm spending a stamina to tear at him with my claws. Rolling 3 dice, only need to get a circle, which I did. So that does 2 red damage, which he can't defend against, so he's down to 2. But now he's attacking me next round. Oh, he missed. Okay, let's do it again. A stamina to attack. And I killed him. So I get 1 XP. And I get 3 gold septims. Finally get these. Listen to that. Sound of coins. Right. So he's gone. And now the Daedra. So that was the cultist. And now the Flame Atronak. Great. She's got 5 magic damage. So, and the stamina resets between the room. Got to remember that. So I'm actually going to switch because I'm spending a stamina on that. I could have done it at the end of the room, but I forgot. So it's costing me. Okay. Yeah, because you just never know. I mean, if I'd thought about it, it was a Daedra, so they're probably not going to have light armor. So it would have made sense to switch to the dagger. But there you go. And of course, if it was you, you could just decide to roll that back. Let's do this. Okay, 5 damage, and she's potentially going to do 2 red or 3 magic. 2 heavy, which is red, 3 magic, or 1 magic to everyone in the group. It's only me, so it's not too bad. So I am definitely going to try and sneak. 3, 4, 5. Need to get 3 dice. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and I'm going to spend a health to do my night vision attack, which gets me an extra sneak. I can't use the Ring of Luck this turn because I'm not first player. That was rubbish. Totally rubbish, which is bad because she ambushes me. She ambushes me and immediately does the skull, which is a fireball, which is 1 magic. Luckily, I protect, so it goes on stamina. She then rolled the dice to attack and got a lightning bolt, which was a firebolt, 3 magic. Luckily, I have 3 magic armor, so it goes on stamina. Good grief. Okay. So now it's a normal attack. I'm gonna normal attack, which is costing a stamina. Try and get a triangle, which I did, for 2 yellow. So she's got 5 magic, pink damage, can't defend against yellow, so it comes straight off. These creatures get tougher later on because they have different coloured armours, so they've got protection against different types of attacks. That gets really hard, and that's when you've got to really work together. Either get a companion that's going to attack for you, much like an enemy. They just act like an enemy, actually. Or if it was multiple players, As you get tougher as a solo player, you can cope with it. So, and you'll see with me doing that. Okay, it's back to the top of the turn again. Remember, the monster always attacks first. Firebolt, 3 magic damage, comes off my stamina. So I'm attacking using my stamina to roll the 3 dice. I need a triangle. Why didn't you roll that for the ambush? I'm not gonna push because and also if I run out of stamina I can burn my health, or I can rest up. So is it worth it? Okay, go on. No, it wasn't worth it. Okay, back to the top of the turn. Skull. Fireball for 1 magic. Now, I've got no stamina, so it's coming off my health. So, wait a minute. What I'm going to do this turn is I'm going to dodge this turn. But that'll cost a health as well. No, I'm just going to take the health damage. And then what I'm going to do is rest, which will get me 2 stamina back. And then it's back to the top of the turn. Lightning bolt, 3 magic damage. I take it. But I've got enough left to do an attack. Oh gosh, failed. You can always leave the dungeon. might be an option here, unfortunately. But let's see how we get on. It's back to the top of the turn because I'm not going to risk another attack. Swing for 2 red. Okay. So I've got 1 red, so I lose a health instead. Well, because I can absorb 1 of the 2, so it doesn't affect my stamina, thank goodness. I'm going to rest and get 2 stamina back, so I'm not attacking. So then it's her attack again. 2 red again. I take a red damage. Finally, I'm going to get an attack in. Oh my goodness. This is a 6, basically. There's 1 on each dice face. Okay. Back to the top of the turn. An axe. She misses. All right. So let's spend that stamina. An attack. Good grief. No, I can't do anything. I can't push again. So it's back to her. 2 red. Now, you can see this black block there, hopefully. That is called a final wound. So we take that off. So it doesn't matter how much damage you take. You can't go past that final wound. So if you'd done like 3 points of damage just then, you'd still only stop here. It gives you another chance. It gives me a chance to heal up. I can heal at any time, but I've now got the chance to get another attack in before my last kind of couple of points of health, or to bail out, or to do something else. So, of course, I'm not going to bail out. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use 2 plant components to heal 1 point. So then I get the final wound back. So it's buying me another turn. Gosh, I wish I had that ring of luck working. I should have just tread water for a turn, done something different. Anyway, let's see. Oh, you know what I've been forgetting to do? I can spend a magicka to cast the shield spell, which is very easy to get, and it will block any incoming damage. Anyway, let's see. It's the that was her damage. On my turn, I'm gonna rest, get 2 stamina back, and it's back to her. Does 2 red damage. Okay. So I'm down to that. I'm going to then use a stamina to attack. I hit. Finally. She's down to 1. I don't have enough components to heal again. So this is where it gets really risky, because I really want that XP. Actually, I've actually got enough to level up, but I can't do it until the end of the turn. So, well, I can still use my magicka to defend myself. So, let's see what I do. I'm spending the stamina to attack and hit, and killed. It worked. It paid off. Okay, so I get an XP, but actually I don't get any more XP. I've already got 7, but I'm definitely leveling up. I get a treasure card or a soul gem, but I definitely want to take a treasure card. Ooh, an iron greatsword could come in useful, or I can just sell it. And this isn't a dungeon, remember? This is the contract on the cultists. So we take the threat off, and we get the reward because we succeeded. Shuffle 145 with the top 4 cards of the event deck. 145. So that's something positive, which I'll just show you in a minute. You'll see if this comes up. Once per turn, one player gains 1 dice on any skill test in any 1x encounter. So that's the reward. So let's just shuffle this in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in combination with the Ring of Luck, that's going to be a nice help. So the more things you can do like that, the better. So remember, we take the 2 Daedra, take the top 1, shuffle it, put it back on top. Okay, right. Now I really need to be getting to Dawnstar, because I'm the first player again. Oh yeah, let's do the level up. So we'll show you how this works. So I'm cashing in the XP. And I know this would horrify some of you, but I haven't punched out the skill cards, but this makes it easier to show you. So we've got a whole bunch of might skills, magicka skills, and stamina skills. So the obvious one, if I learn sneak, just here, that gives me an extra sneak dice. And being a Khajiit, I've got an ability, if I learn sneak, I gain sneak. So I would be rolling 2 more dice in those sneak encounters, which could be pretty lethal. Meanwhile, if I get one-handed, then I roll a 4th dice when I'm attacking with the iron dagger. And that's every turn. Every turn I'm attacking to get that face that I need. So do you want to get that big attack in first? And I don't really have the ability to deliver a big damage attack yet, only in yellow damage. So I think I'm going to go for one-handed, because right now it's got a bit more utility. The other thing that could be beneficial, if I learnt pickpocketing, I would gain 2 gold septims in every human, town and wilderness encounter. That's pretty good as well. But knowing me and the bad dice rolling I've had, I think just a bit more utility in fighting makes sense. So that's 4 dice every time I attack with any weapon. Any one-handed weapon. If I wanted to use that iron greatsword, I'd need to learn 2-handed. But I think really now what that means is I really want to be finding one-handed weapons to make the most of that skill. So just remember, heal back up, put the final wound back on, and I also get to bump up one of my stats. So health or stamina. Stamina's been the problem, so let's push up stamina for now. I keep running out. So let's see. Especially because I've got the defenses now, and because I'm defending against attacks, that's going to burn stamina a lot. So I think that makes sense. Once one of these stats goes over this line, I then gain an extra push. So what it means is at the moment, when I'm attacking, I can spend stamina to roll an extra 2 dice. Once I go past this line, which would mean this, say stamina leveling up again, I'd be able to roll 3 extra dice if I have the stamina to pay for it. Okay, it's a event turn. The Skyforge is a world quest. The Skyforge lies dormant. Still, you can forge some weapons with it. 3 dice. If you have smithing, you can roll a 4th. Again, I've got the luck dice, which I could use that. You need 3 circles, and you can push with ore. I don't have any ore. If you succeed, you get a treasure, even better, and shuffle 1/5/0 with the top 4 cards. That's a pretty good one. I need to get some ore though, because I can't rely on the luck dice. Ore will definitely help. That's pretty good. So getting an A treasure should be a goal. Oh, and we've got to get the threat, remember? So I'm going to put 1 threat on the Whiterun job. And where shall I put that other threat? What poor town is going to suffer? Well, oh yeah, I'm going to remember to take this counter off Falkreath. I'm going to put a threat on Falkreath, so the market is inaccessible here. You can remove these with 5 septims. So if you want to come back and help pay for towards the guards memorial fund to get some more guards working to calm people down, then you can. So it's not the end of the world, but it's one way to absorb threat. Okay, so I could do with getting some more plant components though. So I think I'm going to stop somewhere and do a town event. I'm going to stop at Whiterun on the way back. Okay, 1. Or do I go and do this job? 3, 4, 8. Might be quite hard though. No. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take a town event. I've got nothing else I can do in town. I've only got 3 gold. It's not really worth trying to buy anything. Could sell the Iron Greatsword. Because I can kind of do the same damage as with my claws. Okay, well let's do this first. The Hesate Crow. Help! My husband is dying. Please come quickly. Gain a component. So I could take an ore, but I really need a plant component if I'm going to be in a fight, because I can't do any healing otherwise. Right. And this event uses plants as a push. 3 dice. I don't have restoration. So let's see. This would give me 3 XP. 1. It's not worth the push because it's a 50-50 chance and I'm just burning my plant components. But I'm going to get quest 86, so she goes away. Justice Elixir. I try my best, but Hesate's husband condition doesn't improve. He's been poisoned. Only the sorcerers in the College of Winterhold can help him now. So let's put a quest marker on Winterhold. So this is a kind of like a timed quest. Once I get to Winterhold, I'm then going to need to go to a cave in the Rift, and every turn you'll add a threat to this quest. So you've kind of got to get there on time to succeed. But look at this. It can take up to 5 threat, but it also will get threat once I've started this quest. So bit of a trade-off there. If I don't want any more towns to be burning, then it's a good thing to have. Oh, and I need to put the Skyforge quest down. Now I have leveled up for this, so I think it's time to go and do it and progress the main quest. So, okay. Let's think. Right, okay. I did the town quest, nothing else to do. So there's no event on the next turn. We start the new turn, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to Dawnstar. Sorry, you can't see that. So it's just moved over there. And I'm going to do my main quest, the Rebel. The innkeeper tells me Araz had a falling out with Jarl Skald the Younger. I find her outside, surrounded by the guards of the hold. Clear 347. Okay. I'm in a fight already with the hold guards. Okay. So this is an example of them having 2 tracks. So they've got 1 yellow light armor, 4 red heavy armor. And they're sneak 2. This threat goes away now that I've started this quest. Okay. Actually, it doesn't go until I've... Let's put it back. It doesn't actually go till I've finished it, because if I fail, I'd have to come back and try it again. Oh, sorry, I would fail the quest. It would still go away. Sorry. Okay, right. We are fighting, but we are going to definitely sneak. So my sneak is 3, +1 for the dagger, +1 for the hide. So it's 5, and I need to get 2 circles, which I did. And that means I can do double one of my damages. It costs a stamina. So let's move him down 1. So I'm going to do 4... 4 yellow. Thing is, he's got 1 yellow, so it absorbs that. So then he has his attack on me, or they do. A lightning bolt, they miss. So it's back to me fighting with the dagger. Now, remember, I'm rolling 4 dice now, because I've got one-handed skill. And I got the triangle, which it costs me a stamina to fight. So I do 2 yellow damage. They've got 4 red. They can't defend against light armor, light damage, light yellow damage. So they take 2 damage. So back to the top of the turn. He attacks. Lightning bolt again. They miss. I'm attacking again. And I hit 2 damage. I get 1 XP. And they're discarded. Let's see, and I discard the threat now. Let's see what we get. I defeat the guards. Nobody sees me. Gain 2 XP. So I'm up to 3 now. I need 8 for the next level up. I escape Dawnstar with Arar. She lights a fire and we share stories. She knew Moiva Karnai back when she ran with the pirates known as the Black Blood Marauders. Moiva used to hire them to smuggle passengers from Valenwood and the Somerset Isles. So, option 1. I will concoct a potion of invisibility to infiltrate the ship. Or I will convince the guards of Windhelm to raid the vessel. Why do the fighting when you can get someone else to do it? I think I'm going to go with 175. So that goes away. We draw 175. Which is my new main quest, which can take 4 threat. So we're going to put my quest marker in Windhelm. And we know that it's a speech test, and I can push with money. Now I have got money, so that's useful. But that's bought me a bit of time on my main quest now, so I can go off and get distracted again. Maybe do this Skyforge test. But that is the end of the turn. There's nothing else to do. So the next turn is I'm first player again, so I am drawing an event. Killing cultists. It's an active event. Attack from a distance, get away unseen. Once per turn, one player can gain 1 dice on any skill test in any encounter. Wow. That's pretty good. So this goes in the active quests here. It's replaced when there's another active quest comes up. Oh, the other thing I haven't been doing, we were going to try the influence. Let's try that now. So we've got the blessings of the divine. There's a little guidebook, little guide card. When in a stronghold, you can pray to the divines to draw one of their blessing cards. This doesn't count as an action. When drawing a blessing, the player chooses which one you prefer and places next to the game board as a status for all players. At the start of every turn, place a threat token on the blessing. When there are 3, discard it and remove all tokens from it. You may only have 1 blessing card at a time. Okay. So let's see. We've got Hermes Mora's influence. Each time you gain an XP, gain an additional XP, but event cards add 2 more threat. That's not good. That's good and bad. Prices in the market are 1 gold cheaper, but when this is over, you lose an A treasure. That's not fun. Everyone in the group gains 1 dice in every skill test out of combat, but at the end of every dungeon, draw an additional card of the same enemy type as the last encounter, which means it's going to be tougher. It's Azra's influence. Verminas. When moving, you may move each player figure to any space on the board. After moving, move all roaming monsters 1 space toward their closest stronghold. If they reach a stronghold, degrade it and remove the token. Shigarath's influence. Once per game turn, roll a dice. You could gain 3 components, 50-50. Degrade 2 strongholds once. Ouch. That's a 33% chance. And 1/6 chance level up without spending your XP. That's pretty risky. And Hassine's influence. When in any dungeon, always draw animals instead of the other encounters. But each time you enter a dungeon, add a troll token to any space on the board. And the trolls are tough. Wow. Okay, which one are we going to do? Any preference, guys? So, I think... Let's try... It's going to be chaos to add more threat. I'm going to try the Vermina's influence. Basically, it's going to let me move around instantly, but as soon as there are roaming monsters on the board, they're going to start moving a lot. So I'm going to have to be hopping, but I can move to them. So oh, sorry, I'm choosing the wrong one. That's a that's a Daedric influence. These are kind of in a similar way. You'd start you put an influence threat token on each one, and after 3 turns, then basically they go away. Oh, I have to do that in a wilderness space, so actually I can't do that here. So I will, in fact, pick a Blessing of Arcane. So the options are move an additional space, gain a health, gain a magicka, gain a stamina. When in a dungeon, ignore the first roll of the first enemy. This doesn't include ambush. When visiting the market, I think actually I'm going to do this. I need a blessing. Well, you know, it's not a bad thing to have extra health. I'm going to go with the extra health. So that's a status. Let's go do a dungeon then, right? And I want to head back to... Whiterun. I really need to get some components. Need to get some ore. So we're going to go and do another dungeon here. I think I'm just there, just at the edge of the board. So it's a normal dungeon. So we're drawing 2 dungeon animals. So let's see what we've got. We didn't put the threat down as well from the event, the killing cultists. And I'll definitely use the good thing is I can use the dice from the killing cultists event card and the dice from the Ring of Luck this turn. So I'm going to put one on this Justice Elixir and one on Snitch. So, all right. A skeever, okay. So first of all, I'm gonna stealth. I did it just, oops, I should reset. So that cost us stamina. I do 4 yellow, which is -3 is 1. He's got yellow light armor. And then it's his turn to attack me. He gets 1 red damage, which I defend against, so it takes it off my stamina. Oh, and also I've got to remember the Blessings Arcane pushes up my health temporarily, but I'm actually going to leave it here as a reminder that it's temporary. We put a threat on it at the beginning of the turn. Okay, so it's the top of the next turn. Monster goes first. Misses because it's a flame, and they don't hit on that one. So then I'm attacking 4 dice. Failed, which cost me a stamina. But I'm gonna push once. No. Okay. Yeah. Let him go again. An axe, 1 red, takes it on my stamina. Gosh, I probably should have pushed my stamina up, but there you go. Okay, I'm attacking. Definitely hit. That costs a stamina. I'm doing 2 yellow damage. He goes down by 1. 2 minus 2 is 0, but it's still 1. And then it's top of the turn. He attacks and does a skull, which is 1 red. So it uses 1 of my stamina. Instead, I get to attack, which costs me a stamina. And I do hit, and I do finish him off. So stamina resets at the end of the round. I get an XP. 4 XP, I'm halfway to leveling up. Oh, it's the bear again. Great. So, yeah, I'm gonna snake. 3, oh, not rolling enough, should be rolling 5 dice. What? Totally missed that. So he does the maul, which is 3 red, which takes 2 damage, which is better because it doesn't take out my stamina. Okay, so next it is top of the turn, he attacks. Oops. Axe is a crush, 2 red, so I take a point of damage. Okay, so I think, yeah, it's time to attack. But you know what? I think I might. I'm going to switch to the claws. Actually, I'm going to switch to the grey sword because I can do 3 red. Or there are only 2 circles. Let's see how it works. But I can only roll 3 dice because I don't have two-handed skill. Oh, and that costs a stamina, and it costs to switch, and it costs a stamina to attack. What? That was rubbish. Oh well. Now I need 2 circles, so there's no point pushing that. So I'm going to let him attack. Skull, which does 3 red, and I've got no defense. So I'm gonna parry instead. Oh God, missed. So he does 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna spend my 2 plant components to heal back up. And it's the next turn he's going to fight. Oh gosh, I'm 3 maul again. So now he's through my final wound. I've got 2 points left. God, this is a tough one. Even with... Oh no! You know what? I haven't used any of those extra dice. So now I'm going to... And I haven't even wounded him at all. Now I'm going to use the, I'm going to slash. I'm going to roll the 3 dice plus the 2 extra bonus dice I get. Oh, for goodness sake. That was the one. I'm going to spend a stamina to re-roll, which does it. So finally, 3 red damage. Next turn, he attacks and misses. Oh, great. Okay, so I use my extras. I'm going to go for the simplest result, which is the swing. Just need 1 triangle. Did it. He's gone. Right, so 1 XP. 1B treasure. What did we get? Iron boots. That's no good. Gain a dice for parry actions, but can't use dodge or sneak actions. So I think that's in the backpack to sell. So let's reset the stats. And remember, I was actually doing a dungeon, so I get a B treasure at the end of the dungeon. A staff of paralysis. Okay, so you can spend a soul gem to get a free block. So basically, I don't need to roll the dice, but it costs a whole soul gem, which, depending on what skills you've got, might be hard to get. But it's worth 4. I think that's going to be something to sell. I don't have to have the claws in my backpack because they're actually in my hand. But my backpack is full, so I'm going to need to switch things around. Okay, so they're done. Now, remember, I'm level 1 now, so these both go away. So the animals are getting harder. Let's switch this around, so I've still got space in my backpack. Right. It's a new turn. And it's I'm not first player again, so I don't draw an event card this turn. And I really want to get this A treasure in the Skyforge, this quest in Whiterun. I could also go and try and clear this quest as well. So, but I think what I'm going to do, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to Whiterun. I'm going to do a town event and at least get ore as a component. So, hiring mercenaries. Sell swords, offer their services at the end. Gain a component. So I'm gaining an ore. Turn in 8 gold to get card 1, 3, 4, which I think is an ally or a companion. Upon drawing 1 through 7, discard this card, which means there's multiple versions. So I'm not doing that card, so it goes back it's going in the discard pile. I shall just put underneath for now. And Can't do anything else in the town. Oh yeah, we need to put another threat on this blessing, so it's not going to last much longer. So it's the next turn. This is a turn where I can get the event cards. Sorry, the extra dice. But we have a Daedric invasion. Move one Daedra token towards the nearest stronghold. If it reaches the stronghold, degrade it and remove it. If there are no Daedra tokens on the board, place one on a wilderness space. So that goes into the discard pile. I have the miniatures upgrade kit. I'm going to get an actual Daedra and grab us a Daedra counter wherever they are. Of course, it would be on the last sheet I look at. Here we go. So I'm going to look at which one. So this is 342. No idea which one. There's two different ones. One might be more dangerous. I'm going to put it on a wilderness space. I think I'm going to put it here. Down. That's kind of one place away. Actually, there is a better one, I think. I think it's going to go here. Because it's 1, 2, 3 from Solitude. 1, 2, 3, 4 from Markov. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Falkreath. 1, 2, 3 to Whiterun. So it's a bit further away than most. Right then. It's a new turn. I've got the extra dice bonuses. We've done the event. Oh, we have to put threat down. I've forgotten to do that. I'm going to put a threat on the Skyforge because I'm going to do it this turn. Because I'm rolling 3 dice. I've got 1 ore to get a 4th dice, and I've got 2 more dice. I think the stars are aligned. It's still a risk. I'd like to have another ore, but not much I can do about it now. Oh, wait. Let's do some cleverness first. I'm going to sell the Great Sword, the Staff of Paralysis, and the Iron Boots for a total of 8. We're being clever here. So they're all B treasures. That gives me 8. Now, let's just have a look over there. There's a table of how much the components are in the various strongholds. Now, components are 4 each. So I'm going to buy 2 ore. Just to, before I go and do this quest. All right, let's do it. So, I've got a base 3 dice. And I get an extra dice from the active event for killing cultists, and I get an extra dice for having the Ring of Luck. Whoops. And I need 3 circles. Aha! Did it? I didn't need to use the ore. That was pretty genius. So it's a success. We discard the threat. We get an A treasure and shuffle 150 with the top 4 cards of the deck. 150. Let's see what 150 is. Hopefully it's I think it's another epic event. Yeah, the Skyforge Part 2. But that's going to be clearing 3 undead and 2 Daedra. Thanks. Well, thanks, but it's a big challenge. So let's just 2, 3, 4. Shuffle that. Okay, that's set up. And we get an A treasure. Oh, yes. Look at this. An Elven Dagger. This is exactly what I wanted. Does even more damage. It's double the damage. So if I'm doubling that with a stealth attack, I'm doing 8 yellow damage. So even an enemy with light armor is going to take some damage. And it's got an easy dodge as well. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it means I can sell the Iron Dagger as well. And I have a cunning plan. I have a very cunning plan. So now I've already done the buying and selling this turn, so I can't do it again. But I've got 3 gold, although that I need that for my snitch event, but I'm tempted to buy another ore, and then I can you need 4 ore to upgrade the weapon, which would give it extra damage, which would be pretty neat. That would make it really lethal. I could have just course sell it for 8, but this is too good. It's exactly the weapon I need. Right, so it's the next turn. Let's clean up. We've taken this grey quest marker is off the board because there's no more general world quest on the board. We have a Daedra that's going to be messing with us, and I think it's time to go and do this the Whiterun job part 2. So let's head down there. And then we've got this also Justice Elixir quest. And I just need, I've got 5 XP, 3 more, and I can level up. Oh, and I've lost the Blessings of Arcane now. So that's gone. But I could, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do another one. Whilst I'm in the town, I will get another blessing. So I'm going to do the Blessing of Kynareth, which gives me an extra stamina, which I'm going to leave it there. All right. So I'm not first player this turn, so there's no event. So we've still got an active event, which gives me a dice, but I can't use the Ring of Luck. I'm going to go to this wilderness space in Falkreath and do the Whiterun job. Our spies confirm that the Brotherhood is planning to assassinate some of our most respected citizens. We have to hit them before they move. Okay, clear. 3, 4, 8. That threat does go away. Right. It's going to be an enemy. An assassin. Okay. Sneak 5. Oh my God. He's got 1 yellow. Sorry, 3 light armor, 1 red heavy armor. But he's gonna, if I don't sneak him, he's gonna ambush me, and then he's gonna attack twice basically. And that is really hard. Gosh. Okay. Right. I've got to try. So I'm going to take a hit for my health to get an extra sneak. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to get 5. It's not going to happen because you can't roll any extra, but it was worth a try. So he then ambushes me and does the black, which is 3 yellow. So I'm going to take 1 damage because I've got 2 yellow. And then he does a normal attack and gets a swing, which is 2 red. I absorb 1 and take 1 damage. Ouch. Oh gosh, and I've got no plant components. That was clever. I need to take him out fast. So I'm one-handed, so 4 dice. 2 stamina, 1, 2. Missed. So I'm going to push. I'm going to push again. Yes, did it. 4 damage. He's got 3, so he goes down to 1. Okay, need to get some plant components. It's back to the top of the turn. Lightning bolt, backstab, 3 yellow, I take 1 damage. I then attack. Definitely hit, so that's 1, 2, which takes out his yellow damage. He then attacks me. Axe does 2 yellow, 2 red, heavy damage. I'm down to my final wound. I'm going to burn my 2 stamina. Yes, hit and killed him. Phew. Blimey. So, right. So cleared that. 3, 4, 8. Success. Gain 3 XP. That's exactly what I wanted. And 2 components. You know what I'm getting. 2 plants. Now, I find evidence of a brotherhood cache of goods and weapons hidden nearby. However, the assassins are escaping. Priorities. Should we raid the cache or track the assassins? Anyone got an opinion? I'll give you a second to think about it. Let's have a drink of water. Raid the cache or track the assassins. Oh. All that stuff, right? I mean, all that stuff, right? I'm going to raid the cache. I mean, Khajiit, what do you think? Khajiit wants wares. 36. The Whiterun job, part 3. Temptation is too strong. A cache of goods could change my luck once and for all. So we need to put a quest marker in the ruins in Falkreath. That's here, not far away. So if I had lock picking, but remember, I've got the Ring of Luck. If I time this right, it's going to be next turn, and I've got this still active event, and I've got some plant components. So I reckon that's what I might do next turn. All right, then. First of all, let's level up at the end of the turn. I've got 8. I think what I'm going to do now is get that... the other option, which I was talking about, was Sneak. Because Sneak doubles up on the Khajiit's special ability. Just a reminder, once you learn Sneak, you gain an extra Sneak. So by getting this, it gives me not 1, but 2 extra dice when I do a Sneak attack. So just as you can see, I'm filling up here. I need 9 XP for the next skill and level up. So I'm actually also doing a level up. And I think I'm actually going to push my stamina up. It's artificially high at the moment because of the Blessing of Karneth, which is on its second turn. Yeah, it's the... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to push health up because I keep running out of health. I think that's more sensible. Yeah. Right, okay. The plan is coming together, guys. Okay, new turn. I'm now first player, so we draw an event. The Skyforge Part 2, the new world quest, which is a tough fight. And we need to put 2 threat down. So I'm going to go and do this Falkreath once. I'm going to put 1 there. And I'm going to put 1 on Snitch because I don't really want to set any more towns alight. And we've got a 1 going on the Blessings of Karneth, so I've still got the extra stamina this turn. So let's move there and do this one, the Whiterun Job Part 3. So 3 dice. I also get a dice for killing cultists, extra dice bonus, the active event, and for the luck dice. So I need 2 triangles. Yes, amazing. So that threat goes away. Gain 4 XP and 7 gold. Wow, that was great, because now I can go and definitely do my main quest. 4 XP. That puts me almost halfway to the next level up. So, the assassins escaped, but I got my treasure. S17 and an A treasure. Ooh, what's this? S17. S17. Oh, wow. Check it out. Blade of Woe. One-handed. Stab is really easy to roll. It's only 1 circle, but it can do 3 red or 3 yellow. This is amazing. I can totally sell the Elven Dagger. It's going to be harder to upgrade it, but this is well, it's not as much damage, but there's way more utility in this. I can do any damage I want, so I don't need to switch between the claws. So I think I'm going to take that, but I'll keep the Elven Dagger in reserve just for now. Oh my god. And it also gives sneak 2, but it doesn't do double damage. So yeah, not too bad. It's a tricky one, that one. It is pretty good. It's easy to hit, and you can do all kinds of damage. If I upgrade it, then if I can get like a +1, +2 damage on an upgrade, then it's definitely going to be worthwhile. Okay, so we got an A treasure as well. Even better. The Necromancer Amulet. Reduce maximum health by 1, but restore 1 magicka per round. Wow, if I was a magic user, then that would be amazing. But I'm not, so I think I'm going to sell that, because I'm going to want to get... Now I need to upgrade these weapons. So, it's interesting. Okay. So let's get rid of that. And that is the end of that storyline. So I've got space for another quest if I want to get it. But I think I really want to go and do my main quest here. Hold on, let's just tilt this down. I want to do this main quest because there's 2 out of 4 threat on it. And I've got a load of money now. So I've got money to push the test. Okay, so the other thing we can do is some long distance travel. So from the strongholds, you can pay 1 gold septim for every border you cross to get to another stronghold. You're basically taking a cart, just like the long distance travel in the video game. So rather than moving cross country, I might just do that. But then it is going to use up some of my gold. It's going to be 1, 2 to get there. Alternatively, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do it in 2 turns anyway. It would take me a turn to move into the Falkreath. Spend to do the movement. I still can do the challenge till next turn. So I think actually that's probably a good thing. The Blessing of Connath is going to go away this turn. And I'm not in a town, so I can't pick another. So what should we do? I think we want some more components. So I might just do a town quest on the way. 2, 3. Or a wilderness quest. Can I get to a wilderness place? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2. I could go to a town. But then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not close enough. So really 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I could get to this wilderness. It's a good thing I didn't put that Daedra there. Now, I'm not first player this turn, so I don't get the benefit of my luck, ring of luck. But we are drawing a card. Hidden stash. Someone stashed a chest here. The lid is stuck, but there's a tattered diary beside it. Gain one component. I'm going to take a ore. You know what? I'm going to take a plant component because you can use plants to push this, and I don't want to go below 2. So 3 dice. Okay, I'm going to risk the 1 plus. No, it's not worth it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. It's only worth 3 gold, and then I can take quest card 101. The combination, part 1. The writing is almost unreadable, but I managed to find a reference to a hidden chamber in a Dwemer city. According to the diary, this chamber hasn't been opened since the disappearance of the Dwemer. Wow, okay. So let's put a quest in the Pale on a Dwemer city, which is here, just by Whiterun, actually. So, and it's going to be, 2 triangles. Hard, not impossible. Sorry, just plugging in the power here because burning through the camera's battery. Right. Let's just make sure that's charging. Okay, so we'll just do a little bit more before we break for today. I want to get this mission done. We did the quest, so we're going to go. This was a turn where we don't draw an event card. So new turn, we do draw an event card. Vampires on the road. Move 1 vampire token towards the nearest stronghold. If it reaches it, degrade it. If there isn't one, put one on a wilderness space. Here's a vampire we prepared earlier. Happen to have a few. And we have to get the vampire token. Again, I haven't punched this out, so I'm just going to grab one. And let's randomise. 3, 7, 6. And we have to take 2 threats as well. I'm going to put 1 on my main quest because I'm just about to do it this turn, and 1 on this quest. And where are we going to put the wilderness space? No, not there. Here. You can see in the background, I've put him up there in the reach. So, what am I doing this turn? I'm going off 1, 2, 3, 4 to Windhelm. Luckily, a 3 threat on this quest is not going to go away. Okay, I tell the guards in Windhelm about the black blood. Oh, wait a minute, I do want to sell something first. Yeah. I'm going to sell the Iron Dagger and the Necromancer's Amulet. I'm going to keep the Elven Dagger for now, I think. So that's worth 8. And we're in Windhelm. Windhelm. Oh, you get 1 extra gold for everything you sell. So that's worth 3. This is worth 7. So that's 10. That is worth 10. That's pretty good. Okay. Do I want to buy any components? I'm going to... Let's see. We have 4. We've got 15, 19 gold. So I'm very tempted to buy. I'm going to buy another 2. So the components are 5 each here in Windhelm. So I'm going to buy 2 ore so that I can upgrade the dagger. The Blade of Woe. Okay, and that still leaves me with 9 that I can roll extra dice for this. Okay, so we've got 3 dice, plus speech, don't have speech, need 3 circles. Okay, got 2. I'm going to spend 1 gold. I'm going to spend 1 gold. Yeah, finally. Okay, success. The guards are grateful for my generosity. I bet they are. Gain 2 XP. Now up to 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1A treasure. Place a marker next to solitude. Okay. I follow the guards from a safe distance, and there in the captain's quarters I find a piece of evidence. Well, let's get that A treasure first. A glass helmet. Gain 1 dice for dodge and aim actions. And I don't do... Oh, actually, the Blade of Woe would let me do a dodge, so let's keep that, but it is worth 11 gold. It's very tempting. And then this tells me to draw card 180. Now, because I'm a 1-player game, it actually had told me to remove 180, 181, 182. So I have to draw 183 as a result. It's kind of how the game learns. So it's evidence. The Thalmor, however Kanai is definitely working for the Thalmor. The organisation has no right to operate in Skyrim. The High King needs to know about this urgently. Gather all players in solitude, then flip the evidence cards you have, which is this. So we're in the endgame phase, and I can just keep going with the side quests for now, everything else that's going, or head over to, if I want to end this mission, I could go there, but I quite fancy just finishing off some of these other games. I still haven't leveled up yet either, and I've got a pretty awesome weapon now that I want to see how it works out in the dungeon. I'm going to do, you haven't seen this happen yet, so I'm spending, whilst we're in the town, this is something we can do, I'm going to spend the 5 ore that it's costing to upgrade this Blade of Woe to draw an enchantment and upgrade card. Let's see. Okay. This is how it works. So it's giving me +1 damage to the swing attack. I was hoping for a bonus on the main attack, but that costs no stamina. So if I'm ever really low on stamina, trouble is you need a 6 to get that really. So let's see. I'm tempted to buy some ore to upgrade this one as well, and just see what we get. That would give me all sorts of interesting options. Okay. That is the end of the turn. There's nothing else. I've kind of done buying and selling. I've done a quest, so the quest marker needs to come off. And I just have the Winterhold quest. So next turn is going to be an off turn. I'm not first player, so don't get the Ring of Luck. But there's also no event card. So I'm going to say that I want to go off and do this quest. So it's going to be an interesting one with the Dwemer adventure. We're going to go and do this Justice Elixir first. So I'm going to move to Winterhold. In Winterhold, I'm actually going to buy... I'm tempted to buy... I'm going to buy some... it would cost 4 septims to buy soul gems. They're reasonably cheap here. But I would need 4, so I need a lot of money to buy that, so I won't buy that yet. Oh, I know, I tell you what, I'm going to buy 2 plants, because you can never have enough plants. And I need them for the push on this Dwemer city. Okay, so Winterhold. The Wizards, let's start this. The Wizards at the college give me an antidote. I can only hope to get back in time. This is to do with Heset's husband, who's dying from some strange poison. So I need to go to a cave in the rift. So let's put it down there. So you can see where we're moving. Let's just put there. Every turn, add a threat to this quest. I shouldn't take those off yet. If you fail this quest due to threat, read the failure section. So basically, I've got to move there as soon as. I've got nothing else to do because I'm doing a quest. I can't do anything else I can't do a town event, stronghold event. So this comes off. Quest marker on Winterhold, and then and then next turn I'm gonna be moving towards this place. So now it's a event turn. Let's draw an event card. World quest: preparing for the storm. The Thieves Guild and Rift is holding items in case they are needed. If I hadn't sold all that gear, I could have done this. You need 3 triangles, and every treasure you discard will give you a free triangle. You'd gain 2 XP and 8 treasure and a good card. I don't think I really want to give away the glass helmet for that. Anyway. So, and I need to put 2 threat down. So, and the Justice Elixir gets 1 threat at the beginning of the turn. I'm going to put 1 on the Thalmor on the end game one. Bit risky, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm going to put 1 on this world quest, preparing for the storm, that I just drew. I don't think I'm probably going to get to do it. So it would degrade Rift and another stronghold, which isn't too good. But we're near the end of the game, so unless I kind of really want to go to Riften, it's fine. Then I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to do a Dwemer City? Good question. Do I want to do a Dwemer City? It's going to be a human and a Daedra. No, sorry, it's going to be a Dwemer and an undead. Oh, and I'm back to my normal stamina. Well, I've got a good sneak now, and I've got some pretty badass weapons. So, yeah, let's try it. I'm sure you want to see what a Dwemer's like, right? So, a Dwemer and an undead. Oh, it's on the wrong one. There we go. What have we got? At least I've got 2 health, 2 possible healing, so that's good. And do I want? I think I'm gonna have the Elven Dagger before I go in, because it's double the damage. I've got extra sneak as it is. It's not as flexible damage, but it's a lot more damage. Oh, I should have kept with the other one, but never mind. This one's not too bad. It's a Dwarven Spider Worker. So I'm going to sneak. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sneak on top of the 3 base dice. And I need 2 circles. If I don't do it, it's going to ambush me. Yes, did it. That was an easy one. So I'm doing just the basic 1 stamina attack, because I only need to do 1 yellow damage to it to knock out its light yellow armor. Then it gets its normal attack. And it misses. Good stuff. So I'm doing 4 dice. It's going to cost 2 stamina for this attack. And I hit. It does 4 yellow. He's only got 2. Oh, sorry, it's 2 magic armor, but 4. He can't absorb 4, so he is gone. Oops. And I get 2 XP. So I'm almost ready to level up again. And then I'm going to take actually an ore as a reward. Because I think I'll try and level up this. I'll upgrade this Elven Dagger as well. And then he's done. And then the next one. Flame Atronak. This is like the one I fought before. Well, it is the one I fought before. Sneak 3. So can I do it? 3. I'm just going to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be 7. Yes, but it does. Oh, and the stamina's back up because it's the end. It's a new room. So it costs me 2 stamina. But I do a total of 8 yellow damage because if you remember, the Elven Dagger does 4 yellow and it's doubled. So I just totally wipe the Flame Atronak out with the Elven Dagger. So that was pretty good. Gain an XP. So what are we up to now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We leveled up. So I get a B treasure. An iron helmet. Gain 1 maximum stamina. Can't use aim actions. I'm going to switch out the glass helmet for that because I'm just going to sell that. And that's good because that gains an extra stamina, which pushes this up another level. And now I can push for two dice, but I now discard any dungeon encounters that are 2 or less, which includes these 2. So we now know that the Dwemer and Daedra dungeons are going to be harder. So I forgot to use the dice on this turn. The extra dice I got. Luckily, I didn't need to use them. That was pretty lucky. And then also, because it's a dungeon, I get B treasure. Dwarven armor. No, it doesn't let me sneak. It's pretty good. But actually, weirdly enough, I could go and do that Riften quest that needs treasures. I can hand in treasures to complete it. That would get me a load of XP. Right, first the cool thing is it's the end of the dungeon, so I cash in my XP to level up. And I think I'm going to really follow the build. Well, I've got a couple of things, right? So if I went for pickpocketing, then the Khajiit's going to earn 2 gold every time they do a town or a wilderness encounter and face humans. Or if I take light armor, I get an extra sneak, which could be good. Even more sneak. Which definitely is going to help for the more difficult encounters I'm going to start facing. Yeah, why not? Not really following the classic Khajiit. He's not really too worried about money at the moment. Yeah, that's the end of this turn. Oh, I need to level up an ability again. So I'm going to push up my health to get more health. That definitely makes sense. Sorry, Dustin, I didn't see your question. I just saw yes, question mark. If you could repeat it. So it's a new turn, which means I'm not the first player, so I don't get the benefit of the Ring of Luck, but we're not drawing an event card. I do add a threat to Justice Elixir, but I'm moving straight to that quest now, and we do it. The wizards at the college give me an antidote. I can only hope I get back in time. Breathless and tired, I arrive. It's not too late. Gain 4 XP. Wow. Okay. Steaming ahead on the leveling up. And draw card 87. Justice Elixir Part 2. Who would do this? Hesed asks. Her husband, full of guilt, tells me of Gisalg, an Argonian he betrayed a few years back. If I can find her, maybe I can end this feud. So I need to go to Windhelm. Oh, I've just come from there. Come on, guys. Divine the path to the Gisalg. 3 dice. But it is when I get to Windhelm. I need some soul gems if I want to do this. Okay. What are we going to do? I think I'm going to go off and do that Dwemer dungeon. And can't quite get there this turn, but I'll do a wilderness quest on the way. So it's a new turn. It's now a event turn. Another call to arms, world quest. So I need to put 2 threat down. Test your might. So this one, I'd get 4 dice because I've got one-handed. I only need 2 circles. I can upgrade an item for free. Oh God, got to go and do that. I'm going to put a threat on Justice Elixir and a threat on the combination, the Dwemer one, because I am going to do that. But I'm very tempted to go and do this preparing for the storm quest in Riften since I'm here. 3 dice plus speech. I need I'm getting the bonus dice this turn as well, which is great. Okay, let's try it. So I'm going to Riften. Get rid of that threat. 3 dice. I've got 1 triangle. I'm cashing in a B treasure. Well, 2 of these treasures, these 2 cool ones. Would have been great with all that money, but I guess that's life, right? Got to contribute to the cause. So, but it does pay off because I get 2 XP. And that now means I'm on 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 I need, and 8 treasure. So it's not quite bad, actually. About probably about half the money I might have got selling those items. And shuffle card 1, 4, 4 into the deck. There we go, 1, 4, 4. What's this do? Septims waiting in their pockets, make a profit. Gain 1 more treasure whenever an item is sold. So let's shuffle those in. So, it's interesting actually. I thought I wasn't going to do that, but there we go. It was worth it. Is there anything else I can do in Riften? I'm not going to go shopping because I just don't really have enough. I really need some much better gear. Could do with getting some better armor next. Do I want to... Maybe I do Windhelm 1, 2, yeah. I could do Windhelm, but I've got no... yes, that's it. Riften. Can I buy... Oh, no. Hey, guess what? Remember, the market is closed in Riften, so I can't buy or sell here anyway because of my dark deeds earlier in the game. So that's it for this turn because I did the quest. I can't do a town event. So next turn, I'm not the first player. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to Windhelm. In Windhelm, I'm going to buy a soul gem. They cost 5 here. And I tell you what, I'm going to then do a town event and see if I can get another soul gem. There we go. Alian, grieving bride. My fiance, he's missing. I fear he's in trouble. Help me. Thank you. Yes, I'll have a soul gem for helping you. Roll 3 dice. And I need 2 circles. But I don't want to push with the soul gems because I need them for this event. I'd gain 2 XP, and I'm not going to take a quest because I've already got some quests. So she's going back into the deck because she's still there asking for help. Nothing else I can do. Well, actually, I can get a blessing whilst I'm here. I'm going to get... What shall I get? I'm going to get the Blessing of Arcane and get some extra health, because I have a feeling this battle might be pretty tough. But you never know. So, that gives me an extra bonus health, just temporarily. Which means also, means I can also now push a total of 4 times, because I'm now in the final box here. So technically that's, I'm just leaving that there because I know it's a temporary one. It also means I would currently, whilst I'm this powerful, I would discard any 3, 2, or 1 creatures. So that's actually bad, but there we go. Right, I'm going to head over next turn. Yeah, so I've done that, done the blessing. It's the next turn, so we draw an event. Treasure Hunter. Ooh. Riches beyond belief are hidden in ancient chambers. Can you get to them without waking the undead menace? 2 threat. It's a world event in a tomb in the Pale. If we succeed, we get an A treasure, but we'd have to clear 3 undead. So, I don't know. I'm going to put 1 threat on it because it's a tough one. And I'm going to put 1 threat on the Skyforge as well for now. Oh, next turn I need to do this quest. Right, so we've done the threat. Now it's time to do the Justice Elixir. And then we're going to put a threat on the Blessing, so we know it's only around for the 3 turns. 3 dice. 1, so I'm going to push with 1 soul gem. I don't really want to use these. Yes, it's a success. Gisalg is hiding in the docks. She seems to be expecting me. Ah, the bastard survived. Too bad. Gain 3 XP. Whoa, I'm almost leveling up again. So you're going to take his revenge. Do you even know what he did? Do you care? Gisalg's life is in my hands. So, option 1 is justice is served with a sharp blade. Gisalg heads roll. Take her money. I see a kindred spirit in her fighting for a lost cause. I spare her and she agrees to follow me. Oh, I like that. Let's go for that. 88. 88. This is now you'll get to see how a follower works. Hopefully. All right. Gisalg Camarine. Taproot, Impstool, and Justice Elixir. Poison, deal 1 magic damage at the beginning of each combat round. That's pretty good. Oh, she can collect plants for me and then maybe can stab for some damage. That's pretty neat. So that's a... she'll basically roll the enemy dice, just like the enemy does, when I get to act at the same time. So I can have up to 2 companions, but you can only pick 1 to kind of be with you in the dungeon at any time. Right. And I've used up that quest. So that goes away. Really want to go and do this Dwemer one now. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't need to use the soul gem, because I should have used the luck dice and then the killing cultist dice. Okay, I didn't need to use it, so I have still got the 2 soul gems. I really want to do an enchantment so you can see how that works too. Right, let's go traveling. We're gonna head off to the Dwemer city. Okay, so we're putting another threat on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can get there. Right, combination. The writing is almost unreadable, but I managed to find a rest into a hidden chamber in the Dwemer city, so we found it. Clear 1 Dwemer, then force the chamber. So we're going to be trying to get, well, we've got, 2 triangles, but we can push with plants. I've got 4 plants, so let's hope the Dwemer isn't too bad. It's a poison gas trap. So if I had lock picking, I could pick it, but I don't. So it immediately attacks me and does 1 damage that I can't resist. But actually all of the damage I can cover, so I take a stamina. And it's only got 1 red health, so it's not going to be too hard. 4 dice. I hit it, which costs 2 stamina, and destroy it. 4 gold. And this goes away because I'm definitely higher level than it. And then I have to force the door. So there was a gas trap protecting the door. 3 dice. I don't have lock picking. Okay, I got 1 triangle. So I've got 4 chances to push. Did it! That cost me 1 plant component. So we won. I opened the door and entered the chamber, gained 3 XP. Wow, I just leveled up. The air is stale and the only light comes from my torch. I explore the chamber and find an ornate altar with a tablet written in a language I cannot understand. I've never seen this one before, so it's actually quite cool. Now, option 1, I'll take the tablet to the College of Winterhold to learn its secrets. Or ancient Dwemer relics are too dangerous. I'll take the treasures and seal the door behind me. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm all about the relics. Don't want to know about spells. I'm not interested in spells. Well, I've got a spell, but I'm not really interested in spells. So let's get card 5 components. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3 ore and 2 soul gems would mean I can enchant and level up the Elven Dagger, and then I get card 103. So what does card 103 give me? Oh. Okay. So it's another part of the quest. So I need to get to Solitude, which is why I've got to finish the game. So actually that's quite good. It's quite a good one to end on. Okay. That is the end of this turn. So I'm no longer first player. So we're going to move on. Next turn, there's no event card. So I need to get to Solitude. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hold on, how do we get there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go to the Morthal. or 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do a Dwemer City on the way. So let's see if these new gear. Oh, I tell you what. No. Let's rethink this. I am going to do. That was here. I'm going to do. I can't do Dawn Star on the way. Dawn Star on the way. So, and I need to level up as well. 3, 6. I'm going to do, because there's often traps, I'm going to get lock picking as a skill. Would have been useful. It would just give you, it means you can try the test and you get extra dice. And this is the last turn for the Blessings of Arcane. Let's reset my stats. And then in Dawnstar, I'm going to cash in all my soul gems and ore. So first of all, I'm going to do the upgrade. So this now gets +1 damage. And then I'm going to do the enchantment. Oh, wow. Absorb health, heal 1 after every encounter. That's really good because you can't heal in a dungeon without healing potions. So that gives you, that's really good. Very useful. Again, I was hoping for a better damage boost, but it'll do. And what treasure have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not really enough to do anything else. Oops. All right, so I think it's time to head for the end game then. So, actually, no, I tell you a lie. I've actually got enough to, I'm going to cash in 3, 6 to buy 2 ore, and then I'm going to upgrade the armor on this hide armor. So we basically put it underneath so you can see how that works. This now protects against 1 red as well as the 2 yellow. 1 heavy, 2 light armor, 2 damage. All right, so next turn it is an event turn, so we draw an event card. Active event, so I no longer have that bonus dice. Go to any stronghold and turn in 10 septims to draw 1 a treasure. Well, I can't do that. Oh, discard this once used. So I need to put 2 threat on. I'm going to put actually 2 on the solitude one here that I'm heading to do now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear. 2 on 5. So I enter the winking skeever and order some mead. Suddenly 2 Altmer are standing in front of me. You've something we want. They draw their weapons. Oops, don't look at that yet. 2 on 5. So we're probably 5 minutes away from ending the session. So, okay, Altmer Assassins. Oh, God. Crazy. Okay. These are tough. Okay. Magic and we've got magic armor and light armor. Oh, and I don't have the Blessing of Arcane anymore. Actually, I tell you what, as I left Dawnstar, I think I would have picked up the same Blessing. So this is the first turn it's active. Blimey. This is going to be hard. All right. So let's do a sneak first. I've got sneak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 plus 3 dice. I'm actually rolling 8. Yes, definitely sneaked, stopped the ambush and did 4 yellow damage. Actually doubled to 8. 8 minus 3, so it takes out the yellow armor, which is good. Yeah, sorry, 8 minus 3 is 5 damage, so you only had 3. So then it's a normal turn. Lightning bolt, freeze, 2 magic, 1 stamina. So I block 2 magic, but he does do 1 stamina to me. Oh, and I did a stab, so that used. Let's just turn this down a bit. So I've my stamina's down a bit from his drain, his freeze attack, and me stabbing him in the sneak attack. Right, so now it's my chance to attack. 4 dice, because I'm one-handed. I've got the one-handed skill. Trying to get a triangle. Oh, gosh, no. So this is costing 2. I'm going to push for 1. No, okay, I'm not going to do more. He's going to attack. Lightning bolt, freeze again, 2 magic. Causes, I absorb. Oh, wait, actually, and I should have absorbed 1 last time when I took 2 magic. So then it's going down to there. Ouch. But I'm attacking, so I'm going to burn my last stamina and a point of health because I don't have stamina left. Oh, good grief. So back to him. Oh, wait. Gazal, I've been forgetting my companion. So she's actually she collects 1 plant component. That's pretty good. And she deals 1 magic damage at the beginning of each combat round. So this is the second, so she's already done 2 to him, to the assassins. Okay. She's great, actually. So a lot of the allies give you some pretty cool extra damage, but as you can see, there's been a few times when I've been short on components, so it's not a bad thing that she can occasionally help you top up your components. And guaranteed 1 point of poison damage every turn as well. Okay, so it's my turn to attack. I'm going to burn health. Yes, got them for 4 yellow and took them out. So I get 3 XP and 2 components. I don't know. I'm going to take 2. I'm going to take 2 soul gems. Why not? And let's see what happens. Success. I beat the mayor and searched their bodies. Gain 3 XP. There's a note on one of them. Bring me the tablet. Failure is not an option. Now, I'm not sure if leaving the tablet behind was a good idea. Gain 1 A treasure. Master's robes. Wow, you can enchant this 4 times. It protects from 3 magic. That's actually not bad. Were you able to play this solo for a complete through? Oh yeah, this is actually this is a complete playthrough of mission 1. Chapter 1, the first of 6 chapters, and you can play the whole game, all 6 chapters solo. You can play the next 3 chapters in the Dawn Guard expansion solo as well. As you can see, I've been coping. If you can go back and watch all the way through this, so don't worry. Yeah, there's never a stupid question. It's fine. I think I don't know. This is pretty good, but I wouldn't then have my upgraded hide armor and bonus sneak. So I think I'll probably sell this for 14 gold. So what's this? Draw card 215. So I'm now drawing. Oh. Yeah, so actually we take card 215. They're coming back and add it to the human deck discard pile. So the next time we go in a dungeon, we would shuffle that in. So they're going to be coming back again. And that's it for that mission. We're now in the Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, you're not going to regret it. It's a great game. Like I said, I've been playing this so many times. This first mission, I've just seen a bunch of stuff that I didn't see happen before. That Dwemer City adventure was new. There's all sorts of new stuff, and it's fun playing on your own. And you can just leave it set up. There's actually a save box for all the components on the board and your characters. So if you do have to clear away for dinner or for friends coming over, it's easy to set up again. So gather all players in solitude, then flip the evidence cards you have, which is this one. So gain 2 XP. If there are at least 2 tokens on the solid next to solitude. There should have been 1 to start with because I'm a solo. 210. So let's read that. 210. Here we go. You listen to the High King. The Thalmor shouldn't be operating in my kingdom, but you don't know, do you? The war's over. The Dominion and the Empire have signed an armistice. The Blades have been disbanded. I've granted you an audience out of respect, but you must leave my palace immediately. Take this, and may Talos watch over you. The High King gives you a sack of septims. Find a place to hide. A storm is coming your way. So, gain 5 gold. Chapter 1 is complete. Place all the cards and surplus tokens in a different save box game for each player. And so luckily I'm going to be able to leave this game up and we'll be ready for the next one. Just so you know, these are all the cards we've been getting rid of through the game as we've been progressing and making choices. So they're now gone from the box. And we have, this is what I've been routing through to get cards. We have all sorts of like equipment cards that are specially numbered ones tied into quests. And we've got the main decks. We've got these card sorters all the way through to 400, and then there's like 500 and 600 and so on. This doesn't include all the cards from the Dawn Guard box, which has got a whole extra campaign, I think, with another 200-300 cards. So that's where we got to. And let's have a quick look at the character. So I ended up with, this would come off so temporarily. So my health was at up here, the 2. I've leveled up stamina, haven't done anything with magicka, got that elven dagger, stone flesh hide armor. You don't necessarily get to keep everything the next time you play. You'll keep some stuff because the next mission takes place a little bit later, but we'll see. Actually, let's tell you. I'm gonna have a quick look at it now and just tell you what's coming up. So you're ready for next time. Campaign 1, Chapter 2. The Blades find themselves targeted by a dark conspiracy across Skyrim, led by a Khajiit named Moiva Karne. The Great War ends, and the Thalmor gain access to the province, putting the Blades' lives in jeopardy. So we're going to be removing all threat from the cards and strongholds. Shuffle the Campaign 1, Chapter 2 event cards with the event cards left over from the last chapter. The Ulfric's Militia is going to start on East March. It's going to be moving around the board. Draw card 213 to begin playing and for special rules. We do. Yeah, we do. Right, okay, no, if playing... Yes, so we do keep our stuff. If you were starting this as a standalone scenario, you'd level up your character twice and choose 1 piece of equipment. But otherwise, anyone, you just keep your stuff, which is great. Now, the good thing is if someone wanted to join in with me... Yeah, that many cards, Chris Lee. It's that's why there's so much story in this game, because there's so many options for what you can pick. Like I said, I've played more than 25 times now, and I keep seeing stuff that I haven't seen before. So I think we said that, I don't know, some silly number of hours, maybe like, this game I've played for good probably 3 hours this afternoon. It's met that you can actually play it in an hour, maybe even 40 minutes if you push hard. But who wants to like finish quickly? Like if you just want to keep going, you can, like I did. We've played it for 4 hours the other weekend. I've played it for 5 hours on Tabletop Simulator. So I actually reckon, given I've played this 25 times, let's call it a couple of hours each, that's 50 hours of gameplay just from chapter 1. That's 50 hours, guys. So, and I could still keep playing this, easily keep playing this, because next time maybe I'll be the Nord and go full on heavy armor and double-handed sword and the whole work. So, and just try different choices. So and each of the later missions take longer to play. So it might be designed really for 2 hours, 3 hours, and you can play and again extend them along. So even if you imagine there's 50 hours minimum per chapter, that's 6 chapters, so that's 300 hours of gameplay. And then you've got the open world, the free roaming mode. There's a whole bunch of extra cards in the legendary card pack, and also there's more in the 5 to 8 player expansion, so you can all get together, add in all the other kind of mini. We didn't even see the bandits come out, actually. It's a good point. Did I just forget? I might have just forgot to pull them out, but oh yeah, that's the bandits. No, they didn't come out of the event deck, so they could still appear. So we could have all the extra cards, and there's so many hours extra in the. Of course, yes, you can feature it on a YouTube channel. Yeah, once you buy it, absolutely. Please do play it and show people what it's like. It's I think it's just a great game to show people. We had someone in our group, an old friend of mine, Nick, who's actually co-designer on the Homeworld board game. He's never played the Skyrim video game, which is unbelievable, right? Unlike most of us who've played it 3 or 4 times. And he loved it. So it's because it's adventuring. It's like dungeon crawling. It's leveling up. It's got everything that most people like. So yeah, so we're going to be getting ready for this one next time, and I'm going to leave this all set up, ready to go. So we'll do another session soon. So I've got all my gear. I'm 3. Hey, I'm not far off. I'm at I'm at 10. I'm 1 XP off leveling up again, and got some cool gear. So this is going to be great. I really want to see how Gisalg performs ongoing with the missions as well. So thanks for watching, everyone. Going to go and get some lunch now, very late lunch, and have a great Sunday. So, oh, great, Chris. Yeah, keep. If you do post it, do let us know, because we'll share it. So we always share, good community reviews people are posting. So and coverage. So just let us know. Just tag us or anything. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Sunday wherever you are. See you soon. Bye.